The political system in America is unshakable and will never change, at least, that's what they want you to believe. But then came one man who broke the mold, shattered the system, and challenged everything Washington stood for: Donald Trump. He didn't just win an election, he took on the media, big tech, intelligence agencies, and career politicians like no president before him. But what were the biggest moments where Trump defied the establishment? How did he shake the foundations of power and rewrite the rules of American politics? Let's break down Trump's top 10 anti-establishment moves that changed the game forever. Number 10. Running as an outsider, beating the political elite. For decades, presidential candidates had to climb the political ladder: governors, senators, or lifelong politicians. But Trump? He was a billionaire businessman with zero political experience. He ran against the Republican establishment, crushed political dynasties like the Bushes and Clintons, and proved that the elites weren't invincible. No one thought he could win, until he did. His victory wasn't just about becoming president. It was a direct challenge to the entire political system, proving that an outsider could take on the establishment and win. Number 9. Declaring war on the media, fake news, era. No modern president fought the mainstream media harder than Trump. He called them the enemy of the people, labeled reports as fake news, and refused to play by their rules. While past presidents had their disputes with the press, Trump made it a full-blown battle. His refusal to back down and his direct attacks on media bias changed the way politics and journalism interact. Love him or hate him, he made millions of Americans question the credibility of the mainstream media. Number 8. Refusing to start new wars. For decades, presidents from both parties kept America entangled in endless wars. Trump? He broke that cycle. He became the first president in decades not to start a new war. He attempted to pull troops out of Afghanistan, Syria, and Iraq, even when the Pentagon and defense establishment pushed back. While critics argued that his foreign policy was unpredictable, his supporters saw him as a president who prioritized American interests over global conflicts. Number 7. Breaking the Republican mold on trade tariffs, China battle. Republicans have historically championed free trade, but Trump flipped the script. He launched a trade war against China, imposed tariffs on imports, and renegotiated NAFTA into the USMCA. Critics feared economic damage, but supporters saw it as a stand against globalist policies that hurt American workers. He wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo, even when it went against traditional conservative economic policies. Number 6. Taking on big tech censorship. Trump took on Silicon Valley, accusing big tech of censorship and political bias. He pushed for Section 230 reform, called out Twitter and Facebook, and even got banned himself. Whether you agree with him or not, he was the first major political figure to challenge tech giants head-on, exposing their power over public discourse. His fight against big tech fueled a national debate on free speech, online platforms, and government regulation. Alright, so we've seen Trump take on the media, big tech, and even global trade deals. But here's the real question. What happens when a president declares war on the intelligence agencies, career politicians, and Washington insiders? Coming up next, we dive into the moves that really shook the system, from firing top officials to exposing deep state operations. These are the fights that made Trump more than just a political disruptor. These are the fights that made him an enemy of the establishment. Number 5. Withdrawing from globalist agreements. Trump rejected globalist agreements that he believed put America last. He pulled the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Accord, withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal, and cut ties with the World Health Organization. His message was clear. America should answer to itself, not global elites. While critics warned of international isolation, his supporters praised him for prioritizing national sovereignty over multinational bureaucracies. Number 4. Shaking up the deep state. From the FBI to the CIA, Trump took on America's intelligence agencies like no president before him. He fired FBI Director James Comey, exposed surveillance abuses, and declassified records showing how the deep state allegedly tried to undermine his presidency. Whether you believe in the deep state or not, one thing is clear: Trump didn't trust the intelligence community, and they certainly didn't trust him. Number 3. Slashing government bureaucracy, draining the swamp. Drain the swamp wasn't just a slogan, it was a mission. Trump slashed regulations, blocked government officials from lobbying, and cut bureaucratic red tape at record levels. Washington elites fought back, but Trump's supporters saw this as a win for the people. While critics argue that some of these cuts were reckless, his base saw them as a necessary move to break the grip of unelected bureaucrats. Number 2. Challenging the election system, calling out voter fraud. Whether you agree with him or not, Trump's fight against alleged voter fraud shook the system. He challenged election results, pushed for stricter voting laws, and forced a national debate on election integrity, something that continues to reshape U.S. politics. While many viewed his claims as dangerous, millions of Americans now question the security of the election system in ways they never did before. Number 1. Exposing the political establishment from both parties. Trump didn't just fight Democrats, he fought Republicans too. He exposed the cozy relationships in D.C., called out career politicians, and reshaped the Republican Party into a populist movement. Whether you think he delivered on his promises or not, Trump's impact on the establishment is undeniable. Love him or hate him, one thing is undeniable: Trump changed the game. He fought back against the elites, took on Washington, and reshaped the political landscape in ways no other president had before. But the real question is, was this Trump's final stand, or just the beginning of an even bigger battle? Which of these moves do you think was the most powerful? And do you think another politician will ever take on the system like this again? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into politics, power, and the people who shape history. For more videos, check out one of these recommendations and keep exploring the world of politics with us. Until next time, stay bold, stay curious, and always question everything. Oh, and before you go, next time, we're diving into something even wilder. What if Trump's not done shaking things up? We're digging into the secret moves he might be cooking up right now, and trust me, you won't believe who's already sweating bullets.